All right, y'all. We're back for another week. We're back with 3 more games to talk about. I got Ryan Quarles again. If you can see me on live, if not, you can find me on live at Keona KEONA KJ. So spell that out, Jones. But we're live on 12:30 a.m. The Blaze. This is Between the Lines. Hey, let's get straight into some news before we get into some final talk. All right, so Roddy White and Michael Vick, they plan to be honored by the Falcons on Monday. Wide receiver Roddy White and quarterback Michael Vick, they shared their retirement news, and they're going to share it again on Monday. Owner Arthur Blank made the announcement on Friday saying, quote, "We consider all former Falcons to be Falcons for life and part of our family. But both men have made a huge impact on my family, our franchise, and this city, and we're thrilled to be able to honor both Roddy and Michael's wishes to retire as Falcons and celebrate their careers." Now, despite early reports, neither player is going to sign a one-day contract prior to retirement. Michael Vick told ESPN that in May that he'd been considering retiring the Falcons. He was the first overall draft pick in the 2001 draft. Spent his first 6 seasons in the A, and then he became the first quarterback to rush for 1,000 yards with his 1,039 in 2006. After an unfortunate dogfighting charges and time in prison, he spent 5 seasons with the Eagles, a year with the Jets, and just 5 games with the Steelers before officially retiring in 2015. Roddy White's the franchise's leading receiver with 808 catches, 10,863 yards, and 63 touchdowns. So we're happy to have our boys Roddy White, Michael Vick retire Falcons. Falcons for life. Once you're part of the fold, you're here forever. All right, 3-on-3 basketball is going to be added to the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. The International Olympics Committee added 3-on-3 to give the games a more youthful and urban appeal. That's according to ESPN.com. Troy Justice, that's the NBA's senior director of international basketball, he was instrumental in convincing FIBA and the IOC, which I said was the International Olympics Committee, to add the sport. Now, Justice spoke to For the Win, who is part of USA Today, spoke with them on Friday and said that the ideal player for 3-on-3 is a guard-skilled big man similar to Kevin Durant, a guard that can dribble, a guard that can shoot, do everything on their own. He went on to say that one other thing you need is a good rim protector, a strong big that can rebound and defend. Then you need 3 knockdown great shooters, but because there's so much space on the floor, everyone needs to have the ability to put the ball on the floor and create their own shot. Now, these are the 4 rules for 3-on-3. Not much different than what you see on the outdoor basketball court. It's the traditional 3-point shot. It's worth 2, and shots inside the arc are worth 1 as normal. There's a 12-second shot clock, a 10-minute game clock, and, of course, the game is played in the half court. So tell me how you feel about that. 3-on-3 being added to the 2020 Tokyo Olympics.
Oh, I love it. I never even personally thought about nothing like that, but whoever did is a genius. I love the idea.
I'm excited to see it. I want to know if they like the track in 2020 is supposed to be a mixed race, so there'll be men and women running. I believe it's the 4x1 or something like that. So I wonder if 3-on-3 will involve women basketball players. Will it combine the WNBA and the NBA? What is it going to look like internationally? I'm kind of excited to see that, but we will wait until 2020, which seems like forever away, but that's literally like 3 years from now. So
it'll be before we know it.
We'll be ready to see that when it comes. All right. So I have my own notions as to why Ryan came here. I asked Ryan, did he want to come on Thursday night? I texted him on Thursday and I said, "Hey, are you busy?" That was after game 3. I think I texted him Wednesday. I said, "Are you busy?" He said, "I don't know. I might come." Then the Cavs won last night. He texted me immediately. It was like, "I'll be there in the morning." So
that's not all the way a true story, but it's somewhat true.
Yeah. So we can tell who's excited to talk about this Cavs win. But before we get to the win, we gotta talk about these 2 losses. So we'll get through games 2 and 3 fairly quickly. Game 2. LeBron and K-Love, they put together a stellar effort. LeBron notched a triple-double. He had 29 points, 14 assists, 11 rebounds. He tied Magic Johnson for the most NBA Finals triple-doubles with 8. Kevin Love notched 27 points to help out. Steph gave LeBron the runaround. I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you can remember that far back to game 2. I believe that was Sunday. He was dribbling. He kind of dribbled LeBron into a little blender.
And he also double dribbled, but go ahead, Keanu.
We ain't gonna talk about the double dribble. I choose to ignore the double dribble.
I see that.
For the moment.
I see that.
I'll be honest. I saw the double dribble. I called the double dribble, but I'm gonna ignore it because it looked good and the finish was great. So Curry, he recorded his first career finals triple-double. He had 32, 11, and 10. This marked the first time in NBA history that more than one player had a triple-double in the same finals game. That's from ESPN.com. He made all 14 of his free throws to continue his free throw streak in the playoffs. KD had 33 23, 6, and 13. Klay Thompson came out of his shooting slump. I told y'all he was going to wake up, and he did in Game 2. He had 22, including 4 3-pointers. Tristan Thompson was terrible again, but he did have 8 points and 4 rebounds. That was his first points of the series.
4 rebounds. $80 million man.
$85 million to get 4 rebounds. I mean, you could have paid me $200,000. I could have got you at least 3.
Yeah, I need a little bit more than that.
You could have signed somebody else for the rest of that money.
Yeah.
All right, so Golden State, they followed up their 4 turnover night with 20 turnovers to Cleveland's 9. Cleveland was 8 of 29 beyond the arc for the game. That was 27.6% compared to Golden State's 41.9. Golden State shot 22 of 24 from the line, which is 91.7%. Cleveland, they weren't too shabby, 15 of 19 from the line, 78.9%. The Warriors improved to 14-0 to keep the streak alive. Here's LeBron. LeBron was not at the podium after Game 2. There were, some speculation why he wasn't at the podium, but he wasn't there. He still spoke to reporters. Here's him talking to a reporter, getting a little sassy with him. Let's listen to it real quick.
LeBron, you just feel this is a case where you guys should defend home court at this point?
Well, I mean, are you a smart guy?
I think so.
You think so, right? So if we don't defend home court, what happens?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
I'm asking you.
Well, yeah, then you guys are looking at getting swept.
All right. So that answers your question.
LeBron, you know how when you ask your mama a question, you know it's stupid. You just ask for fun, just to see what's gonna happen. She'd be like, "Really, LeBron?" If I was that reporter, that's my worst fear as a reporter, actually, to be sunned by like LeBron or somebody like that.
Yeah.
I probably just would have passed out. Or if I was one of the other people, I would have cackled. Because that was a stupid question. That was a really dumb question. Of course they had to protect home court. You're a smart guy, aren't you? Right?
Yeah, exactly. LeBron, he didn't heard a million more of the dumb question than that, but I think that was
that was when you fed up, and then just that one thing that make you snap. Yeah. So Steve Kerr, I failed to mention at the beginning of this, Steve Kerr returned to the bench. He got a standing ovation, including a brief moment with LeBron James. We were happy to see Steve Kerr back. He's back for the first time since April 19th. It didn't feel that long, but April 19th was a while ago. That was during the Portland series. He was sidelined because of complications from a 2015 back surgery. Following the game, Paul Pierce made some pretty inflammatory statements. Now, Paul Pierce is one of my favorite players of all time. He got my Celtics the 2008 championship, the truth, in the wheelchair. But I don't know. Since retirement, Paul Pierce might have lost it a little bit. Let's listen to what he was talking about after the game.
Thanks.
6 assists tonight, 10+ rebounds. He may be the best player in the world today.
Today?
Today.
What?
Whoa. I mean, we're on the final stage. LeBron is giving you good numbers.
Stop.
What can't he do?
Let me stop you before you start.
Drink? What's in there?
Cut it out,
What can he do on the court?
Let me check in that drink.
Yeah, let me smell what you got going on in your mug.
You stop.
So, I was just like Michelle Beadle. I think we said whoa at the same time. Now, is Kevin Durant the best player in the series? Yes. He's should they
Go ahead. I'll go ahead.
Should they win the finals? He's finals MVP to me. He's the best player in the series right now. I mean, if you want to pull out Game 4, maybe, and he still had 35 in Game 4, which we'll get to a little bit later. But is he the best player in the series? Sure. Is he the best player in the world? No. I don't think 2 games, which at this point it was 2 games when Paul Pierce said this. 2 games doesn't make him the best player in the world. Is he top 5? Of course, KD is top 5.
Yeah, I think Paul Pierce was definitely caught up in a moment. He definitely probably had some vodka or some Hennessy in his cup.
He said he had some truth juice.
Okay.
I don't know what truth juice is. I've been to enough college parties. I ain't never had no truth juice.
It had to be some liquor in there.
Been to enough Q parties and ain't no truth juice. That must be something new.
Yeah, definitely not.
All right, so let's move on to Game 3. Now, Golden State has a history of losing Game 3s. They lost Game 3 on the road last year. I believe they lost Game 3 on the road in 2015 against these same Cavs, and it looked like they was going to do it again. The ball was stagnant. Defense was shaky. Then the final quarter happened. Golden State was down late. They trailed by 6 with 3 minutes left. Then Kevin Durant said, "Hey, you know what? I ain't going out like this. I can't. I'm not doing it." So it was KD time. He had 14 in the fourth. He had a huge 3 over LeBron James with just over 45 seconds to go in the quarter. KD, he says he's been working on that shot his entire life. I mean, if you go back and look at some of KD's stuff from Ruger Park, just from being in college, you can tell that's a shot that KD he's been working on. That's a shot that's muscle memory. So he drained the shot like he was supposed to. Klay Thompson then came back with a superb defensive effort. So that was the craziest effort I've seen on defense against Kyrie, who can pretty much get his own shot at will. On the Kyrie jumper, Klay Thompson played great defense. The jumper hit the rim, bounced off. Klay seen that shot twice. He saw it once in the finals last year. Then he saw it again on Christmas Day. And I believe that Klay Thompson said, not today. I'm not going to be on your highlight reel today, Kyrie. Yeah. And he put the clamps on him. Golden State scored the game's last 11 points. Went on an 11-0 run to close the game. So they went from being down 6 points to winning the game. In a night where LeBron James had 39 and Kyrie had 38. They just couldn't get it done. They improved to 3-0 in the series, 15-0 in the postseason, kept the streak alive, continued to chase history. Golden State is the 13th team to take a 3-0 lead in the finals in the third since 1996. Here's Kyrie talking about that disappointing Game 3 loss right here.
It's definitely tough. Hurts. Did some great things tonight. Came down to the stretch, and they made some big-time plays. KD comes down, hits a big three, puts him up 1. Ice it on the wing. I'll probably be replaying that play for a while. But it definitely hurts. I'm human as well as my teammates. And, to lay it all on the line like that, you want to come out on the winning side. But, we gave a great effort. And, the result just didn't turn out the way we wanted it to.
All right, so let's have a discussion real quick. What went wrong? What went wrong at the end of that game?
Game 3, the ball just didn't go in the hoop. For some reason, they played well first through third and partially fourth. But it's just like, man, the last 3 minutes, nothing can get going. I just don't understand. But, that's the art of the game. Sometimes the ball just can't get through that basket.
Hey, they came out and they gave their best punch, what I thought was their best punch, and they still couldn't get it done. I was kind of worried for them. Now, I will say, I chose the Cavs to win Game 3 just based on history, and I knew that the Cavaliers were going to get one in their home court. This isn't a team that just goes down without a fight. Of course, you can't expect a team with LeBron James and Kyrie Irving on it to go down without a fight. And I expected them to win that game. I expected them to close it out. I knew it was going to be close. I knew it was going to be tough. But I still expected them to win the game. So then when they lost the game, I was like, whoa, are we on the verge of a sweep?
Yeah. Go ahead. I think another big thing was in Game 3 that Coach Ty Lue did a lot better in Game 4 was the playing time. And Kyrie, he discussed that in one of the interviews. I think he got a better playing time was better. Kyrie said that he felt like his legs was under more in the fourth. But you could tell, I want to say everybody was kind of, they were settling in the fourth quarter, and then KD came in with them fresh legs in the fourth quarter, and it was over with after that.
The Cavaliers were +7 with LeBron James on the court. LeBron James sat down to drink a little Powerade, a little Gatorade.
2.5, 3 minutes.
Took a break, and they were down. I think there was a -13 when he was on the bench. So we move on to Game 4. Everybody thought it was going to be a sweep. Like I said, I knew the Cavaliers was going to get one on their home court. Was I so confident in that? No, but I knew they had to get one on their home court, and they did just that. They came out in the first and just sucker punched the Warriors. Warriors didn't know what was going on. It felt like Debo and Friday. Craig came with that brick. Debo ain't know what to do. So it was an early onslaught from the Cavs. Their first quarter scoring as a team was crazy. And you know what? The Warriors weren't even bad in terms of shooting percentage. At the end of the first half, they were shooting 50% from the floor. It was just the Cavaliers were that much better. They were a desperate team. I believe that the Warriors, the pressure, while they should have came out and played like it was a must-win, the pressure wasn't really on them. I think it was the pressure. The pressure was squarely on the Cavs to not get swept by the team that you just overcame a 3-1 deficit over. You cannot lose that game. You cannot let them celebrate on your home court. And they came out as the more desperate team.
Yeah, anytime you come out the gates, 49 points, you attempted 22 free throws, you made 7 3-pointers, shooting 58% from the floor, you know it's going to be a pretty good night. Good night.
I believe the first quarter is what kept them in this game. There was no answer. They shot 60.9 from the field in the first half. 3-point shooting is crazy. They had 13 threes in the first half. Like I said, Golden State was still efficient with 45.5 from the floor. Then there was a weird situation in the first quarter. In the first half, there was a technical foul that was supposed to be that was assessed to Draymond Green, and he got the tech, and Then he got another one in the second half. Now, this is what happened. The technical in the first half was supposed to be assessed to head coach Steve Kerr. Now, there was a jump ball where Draymond Green and Iman Shumpert were kind of battling for the ball. Iman Shumpert had Draymond Green's wrist. Draymond Green kind of made a motion that hit Iman Shumpert in the face.
Basically punched him.
Yeah, he hit him. I'm not gonna lie, he hit him in the face. But I mean, they were both, pretty at fault for that. If anything, it should be a double foul. But
agreed.
Steve Kerr came out. He jumped off the bench and
with the bad back.
With the bad back. He took up for his guy. And at the same time that Steve Kerr was jumping off the bench, Draymond Green was kind of complaining, but not complaining in a way that was technical foul worthy. But he still was assessed a technical foul. So what happened was official John Goble. This is such a complicated situation. It kind of became the storyline of the fourth game. John Goble was supposed to assess the tech to Steve Kerr, but he assessed the tech. He didn't point at anybody like you normally should when you officiate, and he never went to the scorer's table to say who the technical foul was on. So the PA announcer said, "Oh, technical foul, Draymond Green," when it was technical foul Steve Kerr. So fast forward to the third quarter when Draymond Green deserved his technical foul for kind of making a motion at the referee. He got a technical foul. They assumed it was his second, and they announced that he was ejected. So after some, a little kerfuffle, if I could take that word from the last series, a little kerfuffle, some confusion, they found out that Mark Stein did not tell the scorer's table who the technical foul was on. It was on Steve Kerr. So the technical foul that Draymond Green, that was supposed to be his second technical foul, was actually his first. He was not ejected. Mark Davis, I think I said Mark Stein. I meant to say Mark Davis. He said that he should have done a better job at verbalizing to the scorer's table that the technical foul was on Kerr and the personal was on Draymond Green because he did get a personal foul. Green said he knew he only had one technical foul anyway, despite what was going on. He said if you're gonna give him a technical foul, at least let him earn it, which I agree. Trust me, you don't have to find reasons to give Draymond Green technical fouls. He's gonna get them. So Draymond Green has 4 techs in the series. I think in the entire playoffs, the suspension doesn't kick in until the 7th technical foul. So, presumably he'll be okay throughout the rest of the finals, depending on how far it goes. But, that was just a weird situation that was going on during the game. And then the third quarter in general was just a lot of stop and start. There was some issues with LeBron and KD.
I love it.
I like the chatter, but who I didn't like the chatter from was Dante Jones. And immediately when I saw it, I said, "Bro, you don't even contribute. What are you talking about?"
At the time, he had 0 minutes, 1 technical foul.
Your jersey, your warm up. I know you don't have a jersey on up underneath the warm up. I know it's just a t-shirt. I know it is. Your t-shirt don't even get wet. You're talking too much for a guy that doesn't contribute. The chatter back and forth between KD and LeBron, beautiful. That's the nature of the game. It's great to see players go back and forth. I love Steph Curry so much because he loves God, but he also will curse every once in a while, and I dig it. I love it. I love that from Steph, and I love Aisha. All right, so the third quarter was going to be the determining factor for me. I thought, after the early onslaught from Cleveland, the Warriors would go in the back. They would discuss it, and they would make an effort to come back. And this is not to say that they didn't make an effort to come back. I think they just dug themselves in such a hole in the first half that it was kind of hard for them to come back. But anyway, the Cavaliers, they pulled out the win, 137-116, absolute blowout. KD, he had his 35. Steph had 14. He was terrible from the field. KD went 2 of 9 from 3. Draymond Green had 16 points, 14 rebounds. Klay Thompson had 13. The Cavs set a record for threes in the NBA Finals game with 24. That record was previously set by Golden State in the same series in Game 2. Kyrie had 44 and 7. He had 40 points. Let me not get you guys confused. 40 points, 4 assists, and 7 rebounds. LeBron James had the triple-double, 31, 11, and 10. K-Love had 23 of his own, 5 rebounds in 29 minutes. J.R. Smith, he was hot early. He had 15 points. He went 5 of 9 from 3. Tristan Thompson, he was still kind of bad for $85 million, but he got 5 points and 10 rebounds. Definitely gave him what they needed.
The 5 assists. Give him his credit. Give him his just due.
5 assists. We'll talk about it for a quick second. Richard Jefferson gave the Cavaliers some good minutes. Darren Williams scored his first points of the series. Kyle Korver's hit his shot. The Warriors never led in this game. Let's hear Steve Kerr talk about the defense or lack thereof by his team.
Well,
first of all, I give them a ton of credit. I mean, they made some tough shots. They made 24 threes, and we knew that, we weren't going to keep them quiet from the three-point line the whole series. They made some tough shots, but we were not sharp defensively. It's always a combination. It's never, one thing. So our defense was not sharp. They made tough shots. They got it rolling. I thought they played a tremendous game. I think the biggest thing, though, is they brought a level of physicality that we did not match, and we have to do a better job with that.
Did you have any feeling that?
All right, so I want you to be honest. Now, were you expecting this? And let me qualify it. I know you were expecting to win as a Cavaliers fan. You expect to win every time on the floor. But were you expecting the Cavaliers? I said it after Game 3. They were going to have to play a near perfect game to beat this Warriors team, and they did it. Were you expecting this output from them?
Well, I wasn't expecting exactly quite like that, but it was something around that ballpark. I mean, they was going to have to, just like you said, they was going to have to play a full 48, almost perfect game to beat a great Golden State team. And one thing I enjoyed was, like, the physicality. Like Kurt said, Golden State didn't have nothing for it. They were surprised just as we was. I feel as though they're going to have to continue playing like that and punch first if they're going to want to try to get back in the series. Because they kept attacking, first of all. They kept attacking, which kept them in foul trouble, which was one of the reasons why Golden State couldn't match that physicality. Because every time they tried to get in the groove, they was at the free throw line slowing the game down. Draymond was arguing with the refs as usual, and, they just going to have to keep attacking and being aggressive and fighting and winning the 50-50 balls like they was currently. And, they just going to have to get with it.
All right, so Game 5 is on Monday. I'm going to tell you what I expect, and you can tell me what you expect. I believe that Golden State's going to come out. I think they who was it? Steph, he was talking in his post-game presser. He said he liked the mood around the locker room afterwards. They know what they got to do to win. I don't think anybody can expect the Cavaliers to do what they did at the way they did in Game 4. We can't expect that in Game 5. That they're going to be in Oracle. They're going to be in the Bay. The Bay is crazy.
Oh, it's going to be rocking.
Town business.
It's going to be rocking.
It's going to be crazy in there. I believe the Warriors, the Warriors, as much as they want to say that they don't remember, that 3-1 is fresh in their mind, and they can't suffer another embarrassment like that.
Nobody forgets anything.
I don't want to say they close it out. I'm gonna say they close it out. I'm gonna go ahead and throw my take in the bucket. I believe they close it out. I believe it's a hard fought game from the beginning. I believe both teams come in desperate. It's gonna be about who wants it more. I believe Golden State wanted more. And that's no disrespect to LeBron. That's no disrespect to Kyrie. I just think Golden State wants this moment more. For KD, who left OKC when he was down 3-1, and he spent a whole year getting criticism for his move, his career move, which a lot of people don't agree with, and I don't understand. I completely agree with it. Do your thing, KD. Steph and the rest of the guys they want it because they were in this position last year. They can't take no more of the 3-1 jokes. I think they close it out in 5.
I'm not being biased. They're going to have to close it out in 5 because...
they don't want to see Cleveland back in Cleveland for Game 6.
And not only that, they know they don't want to see LeBron and company Game 7. Even though it's at Oracle, they don't want to see LeBron again in Game 7. So the best bet is to close it out in 5. I hope not. I feel like the Cavs finally, I don't know what took them so long, but they finally got their mojo back. They're hitting shots. As long as the bench keep playing, the way they played last night, then they're going to have a great chance of winning. Because we know Kyrie and LeBron are going to bring it. But if Double T keep getting 10-plus rebounds, JR was hitting shots, Deron Williams, I know he had 2 points, but his presence, Richard Jefferson gave them some great minutes. I think he gave him like 21, 22.
Yeah.
He contained, KD still had 35, but he contained them. Bron didn't have to guard him and tire himself out through the game. But it was a total team effort for Cleveland. Like I said, the best close to 48 minutes they played all postseason.
It's going to have to be a total team effort from them again. Don't expect Stephen Curry to play the way he did. Don't expect 14 points again, especially not in front of his home crowd, not on his home court where where he likes to shoot. The Cavaliers better expect a team that's out for blood. I expect a team that's out to win, that's out to hoist that trophy at the end of the night. So if they want to win the game, send it back to Cleveland for a Game 6, maybe force a Game 7 in a historical way, they're going to have to play from opening tip to closing buzzer. There cannot be any lack. Even in Game 4, there were some times where you like, are y'all really like, I think the Warriors maybe got within 7 or 6 at one point. I was like, y'all got to keep their foot on their neck. So hopefully they keep their foot on their neck. You never know how role players like Iman Shumpert and J.R. Smith will play on the road. So, I'm anticipating Game 5. That's on Monday. It's at 9 o'clock p.m. Don't worry about remembering that now. I'll remind you again at the end of the show. All right, let's get somebody off the paint real quick. I'm going to go ahead and stick with Game 4. And I'm going to get Dan Feldman from NBC Sports out of the game. Now, earlier we listened to LeBron kind of get a dumb question from a reporter. Listen to Steph. He asked, okay, so there's this thing where somebody pointed out that Steph Curry squats during games.
Like he was taking a dump.
Yeah, I mean, what? Like,
did you see it?
I saw it, and it just looked like a guy squatting. I didn't get it.
Well, I don't know. I thought I saw him taking a dump, especially after KD hit that. And then he tried to play it off by dropping his mouthpiece. That was the point where he solidified it. I thought he was definitely taking a dump on their floor when KD sealed that game, that 3-point shot.
Let's listen to Dan Feldman and ask him about it. Let's listen to Steph explain it for himself.
Steph, I'm sorry we keep asking you about squatting, but Draymond and Steve were arguing with the ref when one of them got the technical. It looked like you squatted down. And were you just stretching there? And what did Richard Jefferson say to you?
You serious right now? You gotta be better.
People are curious.
Come on now, man. This is crazy.
You gotta be better than that. People are curious.
I really don't have an answer for that. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
What did Richard Jefferson say to you?
I have no idea. I don't remember what situation you're talking about, but yeah.
You gotta be better, bro. I'm sorry.
God.
I like you, but you gotta be better.
Guys, this isn't a thing. This is not a thing. It looks like a guy stretching to me. I don't know. Maybe I don't care enough about the side antics, but it just looks like a guy stretching. You got to be better, Dan Feldman. I respect you. You're a great reporter. You got to be better than that. That's not a question I would ask. It's just, I don't know. This doesn't seem like a thing to me. I don't know. Stop asking him that, too. That's a dumb question. Stop asking. It's over with.
The media is just doing the media job. You know how that is.
It's weird. I also got to get Bill Maher at the paint, and I ain't going to spend too much time on him. Just watch your mouth, my guy. Just don't do it no more. That was the last time I want to hear that. All right. So you got anybody trying to get out the paint?
Draymond Green.
What you getting him out the paint for? What do you do this time?
Reports came out the other day how before he left the Oracle parking lot, he called Kevin Durant and said, "We need you." And a month later, Kevin Durant signed to the Warriors.
Oh, come on. You know what you need when you need it. You know what you need when you need it. So you know what you need when you need it. You left that game knowing, hey, we gotta get somebody else. So who you gotta call your guy up and say, hey, bro, it's a party up. You trying to come through? And KD said, hey, I'm trying to ride.
You agree with that?
I agree with it.
Oh,
Let's
man.
do it.
Oh, don't get me started, Keanu.
All right, we'll talk about this another day. All right, let me tell you what to watch real quick. Game 5 is in the Bay. Monday at 9 p.m. on ABC. Make sure you stop and watch that. I'll be watching it. You can follow me at Between the Lines Pod. Spell between without the vowel, so BTWN, the Lines Pod on Twitter. Come through, live tweet with me. I don't mind.
You can also follow me on Twitter, Ryan Quarles, RyanQuarles 46. Again, Ryan Quarles 46 on Twitter.
I wouldn't do it if I was you. But anyway, the Braves and the Mets, they're going to play at 1:10, and it's a double header, so then they'll play again at 6 p.m. That's on Fox Sports South. Go ahead and watch those Braves get that win. It was fun kicking it with y'all in Between the Lines. I'm still working on the tagline or whatever. But we'll get to that later. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. Get the YouTube video that come out on Sundays. And we'll see you next week. This is Between the Lines with Keanu Jones on WEZO, 12:30 a.m. The Blaze. See you next time.